Good day, Jack 123 Gender and Society class. We are now in Module 4 about gender and socialization. In this module, we are going to cover gender and family, gender and the peer group, gender and the mass media. Let us talk first about socialization as a concept to understand better this particular module. It's the process of learning. It's actually a lifelong process of learning the statuses, roles, and values necessary for the individual's participation in society. Let us discuss one by one these concepts involved here in socialization. Status, it pertains to your position in society, in which you may occupy more than one position, like being a daughter, being a student, etc. And status can be ascribed or achieved. Ascribed because it's given to you by birth, like sex. You can't do anything about it. Achieved status, it's something that you can exert effort for you to be able to obtain it, like income. Now, every status has a corresponding role, like the status of a student has the corresponding role of to study. Now, there is that role performance concept and role conflict. When you do the task for a role, that's role performance. But when more than one status needs to be performed, its role needs to be performed at the same time, you will experience role conflict. Applying to gender roles refers to those activities that a society linked to being male or female. Just as gender affects how we think of ourselves, so it teaches us how to behave. Example, in a society, males are seen as ambitious or competitive, so they are expected to seek out positions, play team sports, whereas women, on the other hand, or the females, are seen as emotional and they are expected to be supportive and quick to show their feelings. Now, we have lots of agents of socialization. These are those different people who sell to us their ways of doing things, their practices. Every human came out to this world a tabula rasa. And what is that? It pertains to a blank tablet, nothing. We are born with nothing. We don't know anything. But then everyone you are in contact with writes their own values, etc., on that blank tablet, foremost of which is your family. Then after which you will have your peer group. Then your family will bring you to the church, to the faith, and then will enroll you into a school of their choice, public or private. And then there is that mass media, which actually may be even there alongside with the family. And when you are done with your studies later, you will join the workforce. And also there, your ideals may be challenged. Of these agents, the question is from whom have you bought a lot? From whom have you bought less? Now let us now take gender and family. The first question people usually ask about newborn is it a boy or a girl? This question's importance, the answer to which involves not just sex, but also the direction the child's life will likely take because of being a male or a female. Parents and relatives actually send gender messages in the way they handle infants. Gender and the peer group. About the time they enter school, children begin to move outside the family and make friends with others of the same age. Considerable research shows that young children tend to form single sex play groups. There's the so-called peer groups now, who also teach additional lessons about gender. There was this 1 year study observing children at play, boys peer groups and girls peer groups. Now, the boys peer groups engage into team sports which have complex rules and clear objectives. These activities, these games, nearly always have winners and losers, which in turn reinforce masculine traits of aggression and control. On the other hand, the girls' peer groups, while they engage also into team sports, in addition, they also play hopscotch, jump rope, or the Chinese garter that we you at the play as children, or simply talk, sing, or dance. These activities are with few rules. Rarely is victory the ultimate goal of such games, and thereby the girls develop interpersonal skills of communication and cooperation. So you see how different the paths are for the boys and for the girls because of the peer groups. Gender and mass media. It was in 1950s that the first television first captured the public imagination. And at that time, white males held center stage. Mind you, it was only after 20 years in 1970s when ethnic minorities joined television. The colored people, they're called. So the men and women actors, where men generally played the brilliant detectives, fearless explorers, skilled surgeons, the women actors played the less capable characters, often unnecessary except for the sexual interest they added to the story. These all are being observed happening in our society. Gender-based differentials in talent fee. In early 2000, male stars earned more than female stars. Example, in USA, before he left the show Two and a Half Men, Charlie Sheen, that's Charlie Sheen, was the highest paid male TV actor, earning $875,000 an episode. You watch uh, telenovela, so you know what's an episode. Mariska Hargitay, the highest paid female actor, on the other hand, earning $400,000 an episode for Law and Order Special Victims Unit. That's Mariska. Now, you see the disparity, the very big disparity between the earnings of the two just because of being a male and being a female. Okay? So you are fond of Korean novella, K-drama actors, so I've included them. There are these top 10 highly paid actors, and the first of which is Kim So-yoon, with estimated fee of $84,000 per episode. That would be 4 million in Philippine money. And for the women actors, the same. Jun Ji Hyun. Okay. Now let's go to the 10th. So we have the top 1 and we have the top 10. How far are they from each other? So Ji Chang-wook has the estimated earning of $50,300 per episode. And for the women, it's Park Shin-hye estimated income of $17,000 or 820,000 in Philippine pesos. So you now see the disparity of the 10. So what is it saying? That it's telling us that the male actors 1 to 10 have higher income than the female 1 to 10. And what about the TV ads? Historically, TV shows and ads shown women in the home, cheerfully using cleaning products, serving food, and modeling clothes, whereas the men predominate in ads for cars, travel, banking services, and alcoholic beverages. You can even see those now uh, taking place on television. And the authoritative voiceover, the faceless voice that describes a product on television and radio, is almost always male. Where can you hear the female voiceover? Usually in malls, right?